This is the future of aerial combat, a place where pilots and artificial intelligence merge into a single entity, where speed is no longer measured in numbers but becomes a weapon, where the enemy doesn't even realize they've been destroyed until it's too late. Welcome to the world of 6th generation fighter jets. They are invisible to radar. They are killers in the sky. They are machines that can determine the outcome of war in mere seconds. What are they? The work of mad engineers or the dawn of a new era of military dominance? In this episode, we'll break down the top 10 6th generation fighter jets, and what you're about to see will change your perception of warfare in the future. Are you ready? Then let's take off. In the 21st century, a new race in aviation has begun. And while giants like the US and China conduct their secret developments, South Korea is making an unexpected move. They are not building a fighter jet from scratch. Instead, they are taking their latest creation and turning it into something entirely new. This is KF-X, also known as KF-21 Boramae. For now, it is classified as a 4.5+ generation aircraft. But engineers are already working on a version that will change everything, a true breakthrough for Korea into the 6th generation. KF-21 is already equipped with advanced stealth technology, but in the new version, its coating is set for a radical upgrade. The new material will allow it to literally disappear from radar detection. Imagine this. The enemy doesn't even suspect that a killer is in the sky until it's too late. But stealth is just the beginning. The most powerful weapon of the future isn't missiles or guns, it's the network. The upgraded KF-21 will become part of an integrated combat system, linking ground command centers, satellites, and even drones into a single airborne war ecosystem. This is no longer just a fighter jet, it is a tactical brain in the sky. Now, imagine the battlefield of the future. The KF-21 takes off, but there's no pilot in the cockpit. Artificial intelligence takes control, analysing threats and making decisions faster than any human ever could. Now imagine an entire squadron of these jets, each connected, operating as a single, unified force. South Korea declares, they are no longer followers, they are leaders. If the KF-21's modernisation is completed as planned, it could become the most accessible 6th generation fighter jet, potentially reshaping the global military balance. Because now, anyone with the resources can gain access to the technologies of the future. But the real question remains, who will seize this opportunity first? Yet, as the Korean Predator takes to the skies, another challenger is already emerging on the horizon. Are you ready? Then let's take a look at the next 6th generation fighter jet. This is the most classified project in China's military aviation. It is never displayed at air shows. Its specifications are mere speculation. Its existence, just a rumour. But intelligence reports suggest otherwise. Codename JXXX. A project that could make China the world leader in aerial warfare. What do we know? JXX is being developed under absolute secrecy. This isn't just another new aircraft. This is a 6th generation warfare concept. China is betting on autonomy, hypersonic technology, and quantum communication. A shape that adapts to war. Its main feature is its adaptive airframe. Leaks suggest that JXX will have variable aerodynamics, meaning it can change its shape mid-flight for maximum efficiency. No compromises between maneuverability and speed, only absolute dominance. A communications system that can't be hacked. But there's another reason why US and European military officials are growing nervous. JXX could be the first fighter jet equipped with quantum communication, making it practically immune to electronic warfare. Its encrypted data cannot be intercepted, hacked, or jammed. If JXX takes to the skies with this system, it will become invisible not only to radars, but to the enemy itself. A fighter jet that kills without missiles. But the real nightmare, its weaponry. China is actively developing electromagnetic railguns and laser-based attack systems. JXX could become the first fighter jet that attacks without missiles, striking targets with instant, unseen, and inescapable destruction. So when will this phantom appear? According to various sources, JXX could begin test flights within the coming years. But one thing is already certain. China is not just catching up with world leaders, it is rewriting the rules of aerial warfare. JXX is not just an aircraft. It's a strategy, it's a weapon, it's a shadow, one that will appear in the sky and no one will even realize it's there until it's too late. But while China invests in invisibility, another country is preparing a fighter jet that won't just be a hunter, it will be the absolute ruler of the skies. Let's see what their competitors have in store. He doesn't engage in dogfights, he doesn't chase targets, he doesn't need an escort. His appearance is not a threat, it's a sentence. This is China's next-generation strategic bomber designed to shift the balance of power in the world. This is the Xi'an H-20, the most classified project of the Chinese Air Force. A bomber that doesn't exist. Yet. The secrecy surrounding the H-20 is so extreme that it has never been displayed at any major military exhibition. Everything we know comes from rumours, intelligence leaks, and classified reports. But that is more than enough to understand one thing. China isn't just building another bomber, it's creating a weapon of strategic supremacy. A stealth bomber for a new era. This is China's first ever stealth bomber, capable of delivering hypersonic and nuclear weapons across tens of thousands of kilometers. H-20 isn't just a replacement for the aging H-6. It is designed to put China on equal footing with the US and their B-21 Raider. Faster than sound, invisible to radars. Its key feature? Hypersonic technology. If reports are correct, the H-20 will be capable of flying faster than the speed of sound while remaining undetectable by enemy radars. By the time the enemy realizes an attack has begun, the horizon will already be burning. A bomber that sees everything. But there's another major advantage: network integration. H-20 will be a crucial part of China's global tactical network, connected to satellites, drones, and ground-based missile systems. It will receive real-time battlefield data, adjusting its course and targets in mere seconds. The biggest question: when will it fly? This is what military analysts fear the most. When will the H-20 take to the skies? Some sources claim that test flights are already underway, with the first official flight expected in the coming years. Others believe that China is playing the long game, waiting for the US to reveal its B-21 Raider before unveiling an even more advanced response. One thing is certain: when the H-20 takes off, it won't just reshape China's air force, it will change the entire strategy of modern warfare. And when it finally appears in the sky, it will already be too late. But while China invests in invisibility and global strike capabilities, another country is developing a machine that won't just hunt its enemies, it will dominate the battlefield. Are you ready? Then watch what's coming next. He is not just a fighter jet. He is an aerial predator, born with a single purpose: to intercept and eliminate the enemy before they even realize the danger. He is faster than any aircraft that has ever taken to the skies. He is the first fighter jet capable of intercepting targets in near space. This is the MiG-41, also known as PAC-DP, a new era of Russian aviation. The fastest combat aircraft in history. If everything we know about it is true, the MiG-41 will become the fastest combat aircraft in the world. Its estimated speed up to Mach 5. That means it will be able to outrun and destroy hypersonic missiles and enemy aircraft while remaining virtually untouchable beyond the atmosphere. But MiG-41's most unique feature is its operational altitude. Unlike any other fighter, it will be capable of reaching near space, where it will intercept strategic targets, including satellites and orbital drones. Weaponry of the future. Its arsenal isn't just about missiles. Reports suggest that MiG-41 will be armed with laser weapons and kinetic interceptors capable of neutralizing threats at extreme speeds. The first fully autonomous Russian fighter. But what makes MiG-41 the ultimate weapon of the future? It will be able to operate without a pilot. With artificial intelligence and an autonomous control system, MiG-41 will be able to execute missions in unmanned mode, making it the perfect hunter of hypersonic threats. When will it take flight? For now, MiG-41 remains a highly classified project, but some reports suggest that its first flight could take place in the early 2030s. It is expected to replace the aging MiG-31, but in reality, it will be something entirely new, an orbital interceptor capable of eliminating any aerial threat long before it reaches Russian airspace. But while Russia is betting on speed and altitude, the next fighter jet is set to become the most intelligent battlefield assassin. What is this machine? Let's find out right now. In chess, every piece has its role, but there is one piece that can change the course of the entire game. One precise move, and the opponent is eliminated. This is the very concept behind Russia's latest development, the Su-75 Checkmate. This isn't just an aircraft. It is a new vision of aerial warfare, where artificial intelligence, speed and stealth merge into one, creating a machine designed to outmatch any threat. But the most intriguing part is not what the Su-75 is today, it's what it could become in the future. A stealth fighter for mass production. The Su-75 is Russia's first lightweight stealth fighter, designed for large-scale production, but its true strength lies not in numbers, but in the quality of its technology, which could make it the most affordable and versatile next-generation aircraft. A platform for the sixth generation. But what if we told you that the Su-75 is not the final product, but rather a stepping stone to a sixth-generation fighter? There are already discussions about its evolution into an unmanned variant capable of operating completely autonomously or in coordination with piloted fighters. A swarm of hunters. And that's not all. There are plans for an autonomous swarm of Su-75s that will attack in perfect synchronization, adapting instantly to battlefield conditions. This is not just a fighter jet. This is a chess gambit in the sky where the enemy will never be able to predict the next move. Advanced weaponry. What about its firepower? In addition to standard air-to-air missiles, developers are considering laser weapon systems and hypersonic munitions. The Su-75 will be more than just a hunter. It will be a multifunctional platform capable of handling any mission. When will it fly? The first flight of the Su-75 is scheduled for 2025, but work is already underway to ensure its future modernization. In the long run, the Su-75 could become Russia's first step toward a sixth-generation fighter, a fast, stealthy, and autonomous killer capable of operating where human pilots simply cannot. But while Checkmate focuses on stealth and tactical supremacy, the next aircraft isn't just a killer, it's an airborne dominator, designed to rule the skies. Are you ready? Then let's take a look at the next contender. In the 20th century, Europe always lagged behind the aviation superpowers. But times are changing. France, Germany and Spain have joined forces to create not just a new aircraft, but an entirely new concept of aerial warfare. They call it the Future Combat Air System, or FCAS, a next-generation combat system designed to eliminate outdated principles of air warfare. More than just a fighter jet, FCAS is not just an aircraft. It is a global system that will integrate fighter jets, drones, satellites, and even ground combat vehicles into a single unit. If a conventional fighter is a sword, then FCAS is an entire army controlled by artificial intelligence, a stealth machine like no other. What makes this aircraft special? First, its invisibility. A new adaptive airframe will allow it to change shape and deflect radar signals, making it nearly invulnerable to air defense systems. It never flies alone. But FCAS will not operate alone. It will act as the command center for a swarm of autonomous drones capable of reconnaissance, attack, and defense. These drones will function as a single living organism, turning every air operation into a deadly trap for the enemy. Weapons that change the game. But the most dangerous aspect? Its weaponry. FCAS will be armed with laser weapons and hypersonic missiles capable of eliminating threats before they even leave the ground. When will it take flight? The FCAS program is expected to be completed by 2040, but work on the first prototypes is already underway. Europe no longer wants to play catch-up. It is developing its own weapon of the future, one that could make it the new leader in aerial combat. But while Europe bets on intelligent warfare, the next country is creating the deadliest predator the battlefield has ever seen, one that is impossible to predict. Let's take a look at what's coming next. Wars of the future won't be fought with speed, not with firepower, not with the number of aircraft. They will be fought with information, and the one who adapts to battle the fastest will be unstoppable. GCAP, the Global Combat Air Program. This is not just another 6th generation fighter jet. This is a revolution in aerial combat strategy. Japan, the United Kingdom and Italy, 3 nations combining their most advanced technologies to create an ultra-intelligent war system. More than a fighter jet. It's not just an aircraft. It's an AI-driven command network, a drone leader, an unpredictable airborne killer, a thinking machine. What makes GCAP truly unique is its next-generation artificial intelligence. It scans the battlefield, predicts enemy movements, and reacts faster than any human ever could. It doesn't just follow orders, it thinks. The stealth you can't see GCAP is also equipped with next-level stealth technology. Its transparent aircraft design makes it nearly invisible, not just to radar, but even to infrared detection systems. Its surface adapts to the environment, literally blending into the sky, a battlefield it controls. But what makes GCAP truly terrifying is its networked warfare capabilities. GCAP will control a swarm of autonomous drones, each assigned specific roles: attack, reconnaissance, electronic warfare, and air defense suppression. These drones don't just obey commands, they communicate, think, and react as a single entity, creating a battlefield the enemy can't control. Weapons of the future, and its firepower: hypersonic missiles, laser systems, and electromagnetic railguns. GCAP will destroy targets before they even enter the combat zone, and its future weapons will slice through enemies instantly, without warning. When will it take flight? The first test flight is scheduled for 2035, but one thing is already clear. GCAP will be the most intelligent fighter jet ever to take to the skies. This isn't just technology, this is the evolution of aerial warfare. But while GCAP represents the pinnacle of artificial intelligence, the next aircraft is built for absolute air dominance. Are you ready? Then let's see what's next. This is not just a fighter jet. This is a storm capable of sweeping away everything in its path. This is Tempest, the storm that will rewrite the rules of aerial warfare. A bold alliance for the 21st century. The United Kingdom, Italy, Sweden, and Japan, 4 nations that have joined forces to create the most ambitious combat aircraft of the 21st century. They are not just building a new fighter, they are creating the future of air combat, the power to predict the future. Tempest's greatest advantage isn't just its technology, it is its ability to see the future. This is the first aircraft equipped with a next-generation artificial intelligence capable of reading an enemy's intentions and making split-second decisions faster than any human. In this battle, there will be no chance encounters, only cold calculation and instant elimination. A war machine that controls the battlefield. But there's more. Tempest is not just a fighter. It is a combat platform, capable of commanding a swarm of drones. It can send drones for reconnaissance, execute strikes without risking a pilot's life, and even mask its presence by creating false targets. The future of stealth technology. Pay attention. This isn't just stealth. This is next-generation stealth. Tempest's fuselage is covered in intelligent materials that can alter their structure and even repair themselves after damage. Lightning-fast destruction. And its weaponry. Hypersonic missiles, laser-based weaponry, and electromagnetic railguns. Tempest will strike at lightning speed, eliminating enemies before they even realize they've lost. When will it take flight? The first flight is expected in 2035, but development on key technologies is already in full swing. Tempest is not just a fighter jet, it is a harbinger of a new era, where victory won't belong to the one with the most firepower, but to the one with the most intelligence. But if Tempest is a storm, ready to erase its enemies from the horizon, then the next fighter jet is something else entirely, an invisible assassin, designed to remain in the shadows. What is this machine? Let's find out right now. It will be the ultimate weapon of future aircraft carriers. It will dominate the skies, eliminate enemies before they even make visual contact, and secure absolute air superiority anywhere in the world. This is FAAX, the sixth generation fighter for the US Navy, a true hunting shark of naval aviation. A new era for carrier-based fighters today. Aircraft carriers are the backbone of the US Navy, but with the rise of hypersonic missiles and next-generation air defense systems, they are becoming increasingly vulnerable. The US is now betting on the aviation of the future, and FAAXX is not just a replacement for the FA-18 Super Hornet, it is a breakthrough. Stealth, speed, and intelligence. What makes FAXX truly dangerous is its next-level stealth. With a fully redesigned aerodynamic profile and an adaptive stealth coating, this aircraft will be nearly undetectable by radar. But its greatest weapon isn't speed, missiles, or even lasers. It's artificial intelligence. FAXX will be able to automatically detect threats, assess combat situations, and make split-second decisions. This isn't just a fighter jet, it's a flying command center, orchestrating the entire air battle. Hypersonic weaponry. But what about firepower? FAAXX will carry hypersonic missiles and electromagnetic railguns capable of destroying targets hundreds of kilometers away. By the time an enemy realizes they're being hunted, they will already be gone from the radar. A fighter without a pilot. But the most revolutionary feature? FAXX will be able to fly without a pilot. In high-risk missions, it can operate fully autonomously or work alongside a swarm of unmanned drones. Now, an ace pilot won't need to be in the cockpit to control the battlefield. When will it take flight? FAAX is expected to enter service by 2030, becoming the primary carrier-based fighter of the US Navy. This means that in the coming decades, the world will witness the evolution of aerial warfare. And if you think aircraft carriers will lose their significance, think again. With this weapon, they will once again reign as the undisputed masters of the oceans. But if FAXX is the ruler of the naval skies, then the next aircraft is something even more terrifying. A predator that eliminates enemies with no chance of survival. Are you ready? Then let's see what's next. You won't see it, you won't hear it. By the time it strikes, it will already be too late. This is NGAD, Next Generation Air Dominance, the most highly classified fighter jet in US history, designed for absolute air superiority. Not just a new generation, a revolution, NGAD is a killer that leaves no trace. Invisible, autonomous, hypersonic, it is built to dominate any adversary, anywhere, in any future war. Stealth like never before, NGAD utilizes adaptive geometry, changing its shape and attack angles to become completely invisible to radar. But stealth isn't just about concealment. NGAD will suppress all communication signals, turning the battlefield into a digital blackout. The enemy will be blind, helpless, while death is already on its way. Hypersonic speed and unmatched maneuverability NGAD will reach speeds of over Mach 2.5, capable of intercepting orbital targets, outpacing hypersonic missiles, and executing maneuvers impossible for any human pilot. Artificial intelligence that thinks for itself. But its greatest weapon isn't speed or stealth, it's intelligence. NGAD is not just an aircraft, it's an autonomous war system. It can analyze the battlefield and make independent decisions faster than any human ever could. Weapons that will change warfare forever. We'll be equipped with laser weapons, hypersonic missiles, and electromagnetic railguns, but there's more. We'll be capable of quantum-level attacks, disrupting enemy systems before the battle even begins. When will it take flight? The first prototype has already completed testing. In the coming years, NGAD will replace the F-22 Raptor, becoming the new master of the skies. This is not just another fighter jet. This is the machine that will redefine the future of war. This was only the beginning. The sixth generation of aviation is already taking shape, and when these aircraft rise into the sky, the old world will burn in the fire of technology. The future starts now. This is not just a list of fighter jets. This is not just another chapter in the arms race. This is a new era of aviation, one that will change everything. The future of aerial warfare. The sixth generation is not about speed, not about firepower, not about stealth. It is about artificial intelligence, networked warfare, and autonomous killers that make decisions faster than a human can even recognize the threat. It no longer matters how many jets you have. Now, the only thing that matters is who sees the enemy first and makes their move. Because in this new world, there will be no second chances. Who will be the first? The question remains, which nation will dominate the skies? You've just witnessed the future of air combat. Which of these fighter jets do you think is the most dangerous? Let us know in the comments. And if you want more epic videos, subscribe and hit the bell icon. The future is coming fast, and with it, the most powerful technology the world has ever seen. See you in the next episode.